Hi there, my name is Billy Lopez. Today I'm going to share my thoughts and plan moving forward. Life after nursing school. Here we go. So I'm currently a nursing student finishing up my last semester. I am preparing for the NCLEX. I am focused on ensuring that I successfully complete the NCLEX on my first attempt. This presentation is going to be my foundational outline on how I plan to move forward, assuming I pass my final exam next week. Okay, so I know that it's critical to have a plan moving forward in order to stay focused and be successful. I have some ideas what works for me, and I've gotten insight from instructors on efficient and effective ways to study and retain information. Our textbook Saunders advises that we list our daily goals on a calendar as part of our NCLEX planning, and this is a proven method for our first attempt success. So I plan to do a minimum of 50 to 75 questions a day, making sure to thoroughly read all of the rationales, especially when I get the answer wrong. I'm going to take the time to make notes on any information that I need to review. I plan to include time to do focus review of areas where my scores have consistently been low, and do quizzes specific to those areas, both with ATI and Saunders. I also plan to use the CAT testing to help me see where my baseline is, probably weekly after doing adequate study. This will give me information to help guide me where to focus my study as I move forward. So when preparing for an interview, I believe it is a good idea to have a printed copy of any of the documents that I have provided when applying for this position, especially if the application process didn't allow for submission of those supporting documents. This will ensure that I appear prepared. And in the event that the interviewer does not have these printouts for their reference, I can have a copy for them. Additionally, I think it's important to do some research on the position and what it entails, and especially if this is an area that I don't have a lot of experience in. For example, if one was applying to the OR, they should look into learning about the hospital, the surgical center, what specialties they do, how many cases they do daily, how many rooms they run, things like that, how the unit operates, expectations for orientation, scheduling, weekends, holidays, call requirements, how many hours, all of those things. Additionally, how does the unit support new nurses, and are there ways to expand your role and education? And then I think it's important to have questions prepared for the interviewer that shows that we really do have an interest in this and some basic knowledge about the position. So even if I don't have experience specific to that position, this I think helps show that we are interested and we're working towards a future career and have educational goals. So um, that will give them the idea that we are, or I am, worth investing that time in. Lastly, I'm going to try to be prepared for any types of questions an interviewer might ask, so I'm not caught off guard. Um, a question I've been asked before is about what is your weakness? I tend to respond with, I care too much. I want to connect with patients. I want to hear their story, their concerns. I want to help them however I can. And this can cause me to spend too much time with one patient because I want them to feel heard. And this can get me backed up on other tasks. So this statement shows that I acknowledge this trait. I understand how it can cause some time management issues, but knowing this helps me actively work on time blocking, delegating, and grouping tasks when necessary. Okay, so when transitioning into a new role, again, asking those detailed questions in the interview process will help me to be able to review different areas of care that I may need to freshen up on. For example, if I chose to accept a position that deals with a high volume of cardiac patients, I know what I need to review personally to help me be successful starting on day one. Um, Also inquire about a nurse residency program, additional certifications that are going to be required. If there's someone who will mentor me specifically and help me learn the unit and resources that I have, and someone that I can go to with questions. There's benefits to nurse residency, and that is they can help us fortify our clinical judgment, communication skills, gain better understanding of evidence-based practice in this area of patient care. And the goal of these programs is to reduce errors and improve job satisfaction for employees. All right, this interesting statistic that I found on Joyce's website, which lists some great ideas for self-care, which by this point in nursing school, we've all forgotten how to do. If I don't focus on this, then I will surely become part of this statistic as well. So I plan to do some enjoyable activities that I've not had time for in the last 20 months. Things like exercise, sleep, get out in nature, watch movies, read books for fun. Some family time, craft time. I don't know, watch a sunset, sunrise. Just enjoy the holidays fully this year and reflect on the journey that it took to get here. I'm just going to take some time to enjoy life again without feeling guilty for not studying, while still planning for my future journey and earning my bachelor's degree, possibly starting a new job. We'll see where life takes me. All right. Lastly, thanks to Michael J. Fox and my strong spiritual beliefs, I've stayed strong, driven, and focused on getting through every challenge in this program. I put this quote on my kitchen cupboard so that I could see it first thing every day and remember to be grateful for the journey, the opportunity, and the friends and family and professors who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. From here on out, I am committing to the 2-hour study time, quizzing, cat testing, while making sure to make time for exercise. My goal is going to be 30 minutes 4 times a week, with 2 times a week for outdoor time with family. All right, thank you for your time. Let me know if you have any questions for me, and I appreciate all that you do for us. Thank you.